All right, so I think this is recording. Let's take a look at number 4. When we're starting with all of these, our first step is to always look for a greatest common factor. So in number 4, we do see a greatest common factor. X is common to all of these. So then we have 4x to the third minus 3x plus 1. All right, so we're missing an x squared term there, so let's go ahead and put 0x squared now we want to work with this. All right, so the factors of our constant term is just plus or minus 1, and the factors of our leading coefficient plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4. So our list of possible rational zeros, well, we've got 1 divided by 1, 1 divided by 2, and 1 divided by 4. And of course, plus or minus on each one of those. So let's look at 1 and negative 1 first before we try fractions and synthetic data. I mean, if you want to, we could, but I usually just go with the integers first. So, and 1's not a 0. So let's try negative 1. And this time we have found a 0. All right, so, and this guy is now quadratic. So let's come over here. If we set the left-hand side equal to 0, we've got that x that we factored out. We've got, in factored form, this minus 0. This 0 of negative 1 in factored form is x plus 1. And this is 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. So let's do our x method to try to factor that last trinomial. And negative 2x times the negative 2x gives us 4x squared, but yet when you add them, you get negative 4x. If you create a table, or if you want to call it a chart, whatever you want to call it, if we take the first term and the last term and put that along one diagonal, and the values we found from the x along the other diagonal, you see that we have a perfect square. So we've got x times x plus 1 times 2x minus 1 squared. So now that this has been completely factored, we can easily find our zeros this single factor of x produces 0 as a 0. This factor produces -1 as a 0. And here in 2 steps, if you add 1 and divide by 2, you have 1/2 with a multiplicity of 2. So the original degree was 4, and 1 plus 1 plus 2. Hey, we have found all of the zeros. All right, well, I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.